Okay, so we're using training mortar here, so sometimes you get the odd lump in it. So before you start working, check it, because it has to go through the pan mixer, because this mortar gets used over and over again. So sometimes you need to check any lumps, free from lumps, because obviously that hinders you when you go to spread it. So just make sure it's all nice and ready to go before you then spread the mortar onto the wall. Okay, so Naomi, she's going to spread the bed, place the half brick on the wall, followed by a whole brick as well, and laying it to the line. So there you go. So again, nice even bed there. So you're saying you're pushing down the bricks the same amount each time. So Naomi's feeling there, not just cutting the more excess mortar off, but she's actually feeling that that brick is in line with the one below, so they all stay in line. 1 millimetre away from the line. Now putting the perp joint onto the end of the brick. Into position, so you're looking at this 10 millimetre joint, if that's what you need. It's also as lot, you're looking at the same, that the arris of the brick is to the line at the same time, and then feeling. So there's a lot of 3 or 4 different processes that you need to do when you're actually laying bricks to the line. So Luke's now going to demonstrate how he puts the mortar onto the end of the brick and puts the perp joint on. So perp, that means short for perpendicular. So there's the perp joint. Again, nice and full joint there. Nice full bed already. Again, position the brick in with the line, perfectly along the line. Should be like a 1 millimetre gap between the line and the brick. And again there, Luke felt with the trowel as he cut the mortar off for a nice full joint. So Zach's going to put a perp joint on the brick now, but he's actually going to do it the reverse end, so he can put it on. So obviously we've got a profile against here. So again, nice full joint there, into position, so it fits, down. Any excess mortar he cuts off, again there, down to the line, so the arris of the brick runs along the string line with a 1 millimetre gap between. Cuts off the mortar, feeding with the trowel. Nice full joints. Right, so Luke's going to spread the bed and lay the next couple of bricks to the string line here, but he's going to do it coming from the other direction. So what Luke's going to do when he's done this, he's going to put, because if you ever button up against something, you should always put a little groove against there so the mortar doesn't go and stop the brick from going actually tight to the edge of what you're doing, either the reveal or the window frame. So nice full joints, nice to line, 1 millimetre gap. So now Luke's going to butter up the brick on the reverse, the perp. Again, nice steep acute angles on the mortar to give a nice full joint finish. So now Luke's actually going to put some on both ends. You can either put it on both ends or put it on one end of the brick and then butter the other brick. So you're going to place it into position, nice and even. Making sure all the perps are nice, even size. And cutting off the excess mortar. And then also always clearing the mortar off the back.